Hey everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's Worimi, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides and universal energies. Yes, in the boudoir, it is Good Friday here over in Australia. I'm only going to do one reading today, and then I'm going to have some lunch, and then I'm going to actually get out into some nature, which will be absolutely wonderful. So, entertainment only. First of all, in regards to the Canadian reading I did yesterday, it's a little bit confusing. I think next week what I'm going to do is actually read on the parties themselves, because I think Canada's going to end up with a coalition leadership government, but it's going to be interesting to see what makeup it is. So I do apologise if there was some confusion when I was talking about Carney being progressive. I don't mean part of the progressive conservatives. I gather they're dropping the progressive part because they're not. Progressive to me means a left-leaning, forward-looking, embracing positive change type energy. And you guys in Canada, Carney is the leader of the Liberal Party. In Australia, the Liberal Party in Australia is our far-right Conservative Party. So to our far-right Conservative Party in Australia. So what I'll do is I'll actually do a reading on the parties next week. What I just very quickly want to mention is that I love our politicians in Australia on occasion. We have a politician in an area near to me called Dan Repapoli. Now, I apologise if I've pronounced that wrong. He's not actually in my area. I wish he was so I could vote for him. He's a 6'6.5" ex-coal miner who owns an engineering business that has 60 employees. He's an Olympic pistol shooter, been to 4 Olympic Games, got a red and grey beard on him like you wouldn't believe. Awesome looking guy. He had this to say about our conservative far right, Mr. Potato Head, that was in the region yesterday. And I'm just going to quote because I do love it. Peter Dutton flies in, slags off the hunter, then pisses off without sticking around. Last week he reckoned the place was dead, and now he's trying to scare the crap out of the people just to get himself into Kirribilli. What a load of bullshit. In case you're wondering what Kirribilli is, it's the Sydney mansion for our Prime Minister. So he's got 2 places of residence, one in Canberra, which is our seat of government, and one in Sydney, which is in the most magnificent waterfront location. And Peter Dutton, Mr. Potato Head, has already come out and said, yeah, he's going to stay at the Kirribilli one because it's a nicer joint and it's on the harbour front. He can go and put himself somewhere. Anyhow, still going with Dan, he said, this bloke is a dead set grub, out of touch, full of it, and from bloody Queensland. He wouldn't last 5 minutes on a hunter job site. Proud of our region, we work bloody hard, and we're not taking lectures from a millionaire blow-in who knows nothing about us. We deserve better than this crap. So go Dan, absolutely. And need to see more politicians like him. Okay, but what I'm actually going to read on today is I want to have a look at what really caught my attention. There's a lot of news coming out, as there is. I want to have a look. What really caught my attention was the tech team from the Pentagon that has resigned en masse. Now, Pentagon, tech team. So I'm really getting a feeling about that this tech team is actually regrouping off site. So I want to have a little look, a deeper look. So it's a news article on The Hill, thehill.com, but you can just Google it. It's titled Entire Pentagon Defense Tech Unit to Leave by May. And basically, it's the entire staff of the Defence Digital Service, the Pentagon decades-old Technology Development Office, is leaving by the start of May, with nearly all individuals resigning. So it's a mass exodus. They haven't been fired. 14 members of the office, including Director Jennifer Hay, has requested the Trump administration deferred resignations, options, and plans to leave by the 1st of May. So, yeah, they got the letter. We all know what the letter is. But they have decided to all leave. Now, what I want to have a look at, the reason why I want to have a look at this is that I'm getting a real feel that they're actually regrouping off-site. Let's see how it plays. Now, for those that have been with me for a while, oh gosh, yeah, and here we've got 2 truth cards coming up, and this is very possibly the director. So let's have a look. Now, for those that have followed me for a little while know that about 2.5 weeks ago, my guides were saying 2 weeks, 2 weeks. There's something really big coming out in, oh gosh, and as I split the deck again, here's this card. And can also be swords can also be, they're the air symbol. They can also be about technology. Well, they are about technology. They're also can be about medicine, not health, but medicine itself. So the technical side of things. And then we've got the World card as I keep splitting the deck. So for those that have been with me for a while, 2.5 weeks ago, my guides were there's some 2 weeks, 2 weeks. Something in 2 weeks is going to be huge. Oh, and then I had, what was it? The eight of, I chucked it back in again. It was the 8 of Cups, the walking away. And basically 2 weeks to the day since that reading, since I had been told that by my guides in the shower, as they do, was the whistleblower coming forth about the Doge in the department accessing data that they weren't supposed to be accessing and sending it, trying to send it off to Russia. Oh boy, the censors are going to have an absolute field day with this video, aren't they? So let's have a look. Show me what I need to know about this tech team leaving en masse. Come on down, let's have a look. Righty-ho. Woo-wee. Okay, the 9 of Wands is the first card out. I'll just move you back a little bit there. Move my mouse mat that way to get the light right. A little bit more room. Okay, I'm in the boudoir. I'm on the card table. I do apologise if it's a bit wobbly. So 9 of Wands. This is about surrendering to the messaging, but the defence is still in place. The guardrail's still in place. Let's see where this goes. Okay, the challenge is the swords poised over them. So I suspect they knew that they were going to get ousted regardless of whether they put the resignation or not. And they chose the option to go voluntarily, en masse. So you've got this ending here. 10 of Swords, again, swords can be about technology. Okay. A new beginning, new partnerships, new agreements, a cleansing, a new beginning is the energy that they're stewing in. If you're wondering why I'm sounding a little bit strange today, I'm actually mid-experiencing a painless migraine. Used to get awful migraines in my youth, but now they're painless, so I get the aura without the pain. So let's see how it goes. In the past, we've got, which means I'm totally open to the guides. In the past, we've got this King of Swords, action strategy. In the past, what do we need to know? Crowning this reading, that's my card for Fleon. If you're wondering who Fleon is, he's the CEO of Tesla and owns Starlink and all that sort of stuff. That's another interesting thing that I might have a look at, is that news has come out about cables being run from within a government agency to a Starlink satellite dish on the roof, which is highly illegal. And where are they sending that information? So it's not going out the proper channels. Okay, it's bypassing the proper channels. So we've got Fleon here his energy over all of this. He's not actually involved, but let's see where it goes. New start, new beginning, new journey. I'm asking about the team externally. They were given a choice about which path to follow, and I think they're going to follow the path of strength and light and integrity. Internally, making off with the goods. Now, this can be an awful card, but I think internally they're making out like a bandit. I think what's happening is they've said, right, we're going to go by the 1st of May, and they are frantically downloading onto thumb drives or whatever it is, information that they're going to take off with. Okay. Hopes and fears working together under the cover of darkness. The team, I think they're going to regroup off site. Goodness me. And the outcome. Sun card, full exposure, revelation, information about treason, treason, false victory, and justice. How about them cards? How about them cards? Wow. If I keep going, we've got strength and courage, walking away, felt some loss, but walking away, and then regrouping to work together for the best of the United States. And then the Wheel of Fortune turning. Oh, boy. Yeah, I think I'm going to ask specifically, because that was just a what are they up to? Are they going to regroup? I think they're going to leave behind as well with that. Whoops, and of course Libby's over the road started up their lawnmower. I do apologise if that's a bit noisy. It is a beautiful sunny day out there. What's my question? What was I thinking? Was it the Nine of Swords that I had, that the barricade that they were putting up, the guardrails? I think it might be putting some guardrails in place so the information that is still left behind, that they've been forced to leave behind with that Eight of Cups, can't be accessed. Oh, and there it is again. And it's saying yes. They're saying yes. And then we've got the Ten of Wands on the bottom. Is this them end of a cycle, making off like a bandit with the information? And then we've got the Death card and bringing about an ending of a cycle. Oh, and what did I have there next was, I can't go back, it was there. It was the King of Wands and the Sword of Truth card. Oh, gosh. Okay, let's have a look. Are we going to regroup with sight? Why am I hearing Hawaii with the cybersecurity section there? Are they going to regroup off-site? Show me. Are they going to regroup off-site? Are they going to regroup off-site? I do apologise if I'm talking a little bit quiet. Family are all home. But yeah, YouTube's doing weird sound things. Are they going to regroup off-site? The Magician. Yes. They're bringing all the tools. There's that card again. Ten of Swords. What I'm really thinking here is they're gonna lay down, play dead. It's like playing fox, if that makes sense. Is it fox? Or playing rabbit to the fox, or sort of thing. Just pretending to lie down and play dead. But these swords are not in the back. And again, swords are about technology. They're not information. One's for me or information, but they're about technology. They're about the airwaves. They're about truth. Yep, they are regrouping. In the same cards, different order. New beginning. And the energy that will be hanging over it is emotional disappointment of what is happening. But the 2 cups, so you've got the 3 cups spilt. There may be stuff that they have to leave behind, but you've got the 2 cups in the background, and then this tree that is full of light. So I've asked, are they going to regroup offside? The 6 of Pentacles, holding the scales of justice and giving assistance, perhaps financial assistance, or simply just assistance. We've got action being taken externally, internally, keeping it quiet, but what they're doing, it's going to be transformative. Hopes and fears, celebration, working together, circles of support, and here, King of Swords, the Star card, and the Wheel of Fortune again. At the bottom, we've got Justice, flee on, forced to retreat. Oh, these cards are not good for flee on. Forced to retreat. Be careful what you wish for the rat with the rat up the top, pooping in the cup, because that cup is going to be brought forward. It's a nightmare situation for somebody, flee on, where he's going to have to defend himself, and it's in regards to the vote. Throwing under the bus, the failing partnerships and agreements. Yeah, okay, I'm just going to put it out there. I think that they are going to regroup off-site. And they got stuff. They got stuff. They have information. Okay. Let me have a quick look at this report coming out of the Starlink cable, running up to a dish on the roof to try and bypass. Okay, I'm getting that they, if I haven't said it already, entertainment only, that they learnt their lesson from the one that the whistleblower came, RL, whatever it was. I did a reading on it the other day. That the whistleblower came out. They learnt their lesson. So they're bypassing the login. I remember there were multiple attempts at login from Russia that failed. This is to bypass the login. Jamie, am I right with that? And how am I going with that? Does that feel right? Is that? Okay, I'm going to say yes. The moral, financial, ethical corruption, but this was also signified was because they had found themselves locked out of the opportunity to get information. The challenge is trying to, the wealth at the top is turning into crumbs, so they couldn't get what they wanted. Okay, because this is the here and now. I'm asking if I'm right in regards to this bypassing. We've got here the working behind the scenes, forging new, in the past. Yes, I'm just, all these cards are indicating yes, the attempt to steal, the abuse of power, the betrayal. Crowning this reading, we've got the Nine of Pentacles in the Gilded Cage. Got the Peregrine here. I'm really drawn to the Peregrine, but the Peregrine's not in flight. So let's see where this goes. Look at all these pentacles. First of all, it's money, but it's more than money is what I'm feeling. Okay. The information sent across the airwaves, treason again, externally, and finding itself revealed, but it's also the star. I know it's the sun, but the sun is a star. Treasons, it could be Starlink or it could be exposed. Volatile information being revealed is the hopes and fears. Explosive information. Again, there may have been some defenses that held, because we've got the Strength card. It's going to bring about a tower moment and then ending. False victory, being hung out to dry. Okay, I want to have a look in this because I'm getting the feeling that there was some sort of, it's almost like they're trying to get the information out beyond the wall, literally by carrier pigeon, for want of a better way to put it. I think the information is trapped within this walled section, and they're going to try the independent person. I know it's a female, but this is smacking of Starlink, the independence outside the systems, and the carrier pigeon. To me, this is okay. So let's have a look. Okay. I'm just going to put it out there. I don't fully understand. I don't understand programming. I'm just going to put it that way. It's not my lane. It's not my ballpark. Not my ballpark. It's not how I'm wired. Okay, you don't want to go in and you want that card and you want that card and you want, well, there's the steel. I did glimpse Russia wherever it was, and you wanted that card. So the information, whistleblower information, trying to get it overseas. What I'm getting, as I said, I don't understand how one would do it, but I feel like there is a side-by-side program. Does that make sense? You tech people will know what I'm talking about. There's a shadow program that is tracing what they're actually doing. So show me. Is there a shadow program tracing what they are doing? Is there a shadow program? So they're trying to bypass the systems. Is there a shadow program? I'm going to say yes. Was it put in place by this tech team from the Pentagon? I don't know. Yeah. Working behind, well, this is behind the scenes. This is shadow. This is, it's also high vibration spirituality, but it's very much about secrets behind the scenes that get revealed, hidden agendas that get revealed. I'm going to say yes, there is. At the foundation, we've got the end of a cycle, legacy. is the energy that they're stewing in. Okay, thank you. I just got told the Pandora's box that got opened. It's the closest they've got in this deck to be a Pandora's box, and exposing those that are on the inside there. Wow. In the past, something not yet revealed, crowning this reading. The chaos of again, an ending card. It's almost, and this figure is slogging uphill with this information on his back. So this is, to me, indicating the information being sent via this, if I'm going to say cables, it feels like an archaic, slow, sloggy system. The immediate future. Justice. The information being brought forward internally. It's going to put them on their back. Hopes and fears, the truth being revealed. Oh, the outcome, the connections to the devil energy. Whoever this person is. I don't know who this is yet. The Knight of Cups, offer being made to spill the beans. Those that were involved are going to be given an option, having to defend themselves. And then we've got Star of the Temperance and Sword of Truth. Oh, there's Russia and the Four of Cups. Being made an offer that they don't like. The confusion and smoke and mirrors and the shell game, the greed, the lack of integrity. And there's Fleon himself. Oh, and as I said, there's the one on the bottom, trying to get this information overseas. We've got Judgment, and we've got the Hanged Man. Oh, they just keep going. We've got the false victory, an announcement being made, volatile information, this inside fighting, the military, the wheel burning, and information about treason. I'm going to say yes. My guides, this is the other, 2.5 weeks ago, were going 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, but they also said we might not find out all of it for a little while after. Just how, like Signal Gate, a lot of readers were saying Ides of March, Ides of March. I mean, Ides of March came and went. We went, well, nothing much happened. And then we found out about Signal Gate a couple of weeks later. This is feeling big. My guides were just, this is what you need to have a look at. Now, I'm going to leave it there. I'm just doing the one reading today. I do want to mention the protests. Please, please, please stay in groups. Look after yourselves. Don't take anything that could be used against you. So if you've got a phone that you use for social media or anything like that, leave it at home. Buy yourself another cheapy phone to film with that has nothing on it, if that's the way you're going, because to the protests, I'm talking about to the protests. It feels like the protests are going to be huge, and I'm getting the figure 10 million. Oh, please, 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 touch wood, let that be right. I know, in the totality of those that live in the United States, 10 million isn't that big a percentage, but as far as a protest goes, it is. And you've got to remember, you can't include in the figures of those protests, children under 15. I really wouldn't encourage anyone under 15 or even up to 20 going. Someone mentioned a while back, write in permanent ink somewhere on your body the phone number of a lawyer that you can trust, so that they can't take that off you. But when you rule out sort of anybody over 20, anybody who is over 70 or over 80, I know some of you will get out, but a lot of those they can't. They will be with you in spirit. Anyone who is of a minority group, people that have to work that day, or those that are not awake yet. By the time you take all those people out, 10 million is a big number. So please, please, please touch wood and just be very aware, because apparently the DHS, ICE, are recruiting vigilante far-right militia into their ranks. These are wannabe police army rejects, who are cosplaying basically, and they have uh, uh, they probably were rejected because they were too aggressive potentially. Um, so I'm just going to put it out there. Please, please, please take care. When I was in high school, there was a bloke in high school, actually a nice guy, but he used to cosplay military all the time. He used to wear his fatigues. He used to, he was all into this sort of a bit He-Man type stuff. When he left high school, he went straight into the army, was accepted, went into the army. He lasted 2 weeks in basic training before he dropped out. These are the sort of people, I mean, possibly he was a nice guy. I don't think he was. When I think back in hindsight, he was a bit of a misogynist from some of the comments. But, I'm talking when I was in high school 45 years ago or something. So, um, me then didn't know what me now knows in regards to comments that are made. Um, yeah, so it's full of a lot of, there are wannabes in there that got rejected or couldn't hack it, that have attitude issues. So who think it's all a big cosplay. So I'm just going to put it out there. Please, please, please be safe. Don't let it stop you from going, just because the experience is amazing when you're with your tribe, and everybody is a drop in the ocean. But look how deep and wide and inclusive the ocean is. Everybody has their role, but please, stay safe, stay with your group, and stay peaceful. And peaceful can simply be, um, don't fight back. Don't fight back. Form defensive barriers. Um, be defensive, not aggressive. Okay, love you. Take care. I'll possibly be back Easter Monday. We'll see how it goes. Look after yourselves.